What's up? It's RondezzyRondell, West Coast. I'm always West Coast. Man, once again it's on. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? I'm doing all right. What you thinking about? I was thinking about that day when I was 18 and a half and I agreed to abortion. I drove my girlfriend at the time. She was Vietnamese and Cambodian mix to the clinic, and I gave her half of my paycheck to take care of it. Dude, I don't know what was going on with me at that day. All I know is that I just got my own apartment. I wasn't ready to be a dad. When she approached me about it, and she was like, she lied to me. She said, we can have plenty of kids in our 20s. She said, just not right now, just not right now. And I was like, okay. I was just following her lead. But I wasn't ready to be a dad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I got 2 jobs and I got my own place and stuff. I'm not ready for that right now. But it's come back to haunt me that I actually agreed to delete a child. And we were going to have a son. He would have been mixed with black and Asian. That time, and she was from Snoop Dogg's hood, my favorite rapper on the West Coast in Long Beach. She lived right there by VIP Records off of PCH, and I lived in Signal Hill at the time, which is east of there, maybe like 3 minutes from there. I had just moved out of my mom's place, and I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not ready to be a dad. And I never got anybody pregnant ever since. So I remember that day. I got a tattoo that day. I got this tattoo. Hold on a second, I'll show you. I got a tattoo of a bat that same day. And then a white dude, I was trying to buy some beer. I wasn't old enough to get beer. And he got me a 6-pack of Coors beer. I told him what had happened, and I said, I need a beer right now. I think I made a mistake. And he gave me a hug, and he said, bro, I got you. Don't worry about it. You ain't ready to be a father. And he bought me a 6-pack of beer. I was like, damn, that shit was weird. I wasn't ready to be a dad at that time. So if you're not ready to be a dad, young men out there, don't feel bad, okay? But think it through. Think it through. I couldn't force her to have the kids. She had her mind. She was doing crazy shit in the kitchen when she was telling me about it, saying we could have kids when in our 20s, and she was going and give me these weird looks and shit. And I was like, she ain't ready to be a parent. She don't want to have my kid. And I was like, okay, all right. So I just agreed to it. I was ussy whipped, and I agreed to it and paid for it. It's my fault. I fucked that up. That was on some tick 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 boom type shit.